Hello, Lifers. It's Jason Love. Jason Loves Life. And today is our sit down.
Stop it.
Working title. I feel like next time you should introduce the show.
Just say hello and then move on.
Okay. Welcome to Hello and Move On. It's Jason Love and Leah Love. And we have here our parenting Q&A. Again, if you have a question, make sure to put it in today's comments. I appreciate those. We got a few from the other days, and I'm not going to find them because we don't have time. So we'll find them eventually. We did get somebody a couple that were, well, we got some great comments, and then we got one question. So actually, we got this one from, we'll jump right into the questions. I haven't actually read this one yet, and I got pear juice on the screen from Everett. So
it's still recording, right?
Yeah. So tell me how your week went, Talia. How was your week?
My week? I don't know. My phone is truly dead. I kept asking that because I kept saying to people, my phone's dead, but they don't seem to understand the import of that because they think that means the battery's gone.
Yeah, I think most people.
So how do you tell people that your phone is dead? It's like double dead.
Yeah, like it doesn't work anymore.
My phone doesn't work anymore. It sounds so clunky.
Yeah, that's odd. So here we go. My son has been diagnosed with high-functioning autism and ADHD. He has problems in school and kindergarten, but his main problem is his behavioral ADHD. They are trying to put him in autism class with different kids in there on the spectrum, and the doctor that diagnosed him, as well as his therapist, said that wasn't necessary for him since his cognitive thinking and everything learning-wise was on the normal level. Do you have any thoughts on choosing between medicine for his ADHD or putting him in the autism class where he could regress or pick up more autistic behavior? If Frumpkin was in this situation, what would you do? Just looking to hear anyone's thoughts. Do you want to start with that? I want to reread a couple things in my head.
Me too.
Okay. Do you have any specific questions?
Okay, so there's
I'll let you reread it. So my thoughts are, and I'm not a doctor. I would consult your doctor. If medicine will help, that's where I would lean, just from having worked in the medical field. I'm not like a pusher of medicine, but I also know I've people without autism with ADHD who need meds. The downside to that is they can feel. Like I'm thinking of some specific examples where they said the people felt like they were reliant on it, but I also don't know if it's like actual reliant or it just made them feel more, you know what I mean? Like, is it actually the medicine that makes them feel, is it bad to be reliant on meds, I guess is the question. And then, I think in some cases it's good to take meds. So especially if you've exhausted other
options. If you think medication is absolutely needed, then go for it. It's it's not a bad thing. And
again, it'd be up to your doctor and you to make the decision. So, but if it was Frumpkin, I would say,
if we'd exhausted other options, I would go to medicine and see if that helped.
Yeah,
because sometimes it does.
Because I feel like I would rather have the medicine than have my child in regular classes and actually learning at their level. Been doing these interviews for our Behind the Autism series, and I was hearing a story of a kid who kind of similar. I don't know if he had ADHD. I didn't ask what his reason is, but they were sending him to basically a someplace with kids with autism, and it's like it was just weird for him because that's not his level, right? So it was like, and there's nothing wrong with being at whatever level you're at, but it can be very stressful. It can be very boring if you're at a level and everyone else is at a way reduced level of education wise. And so if he was able to go into a regular classroom using medication, I would push that direction. Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
So again, I know some people are against all medication, and I know that there are several families who use it for their children to sleep at night. They use it for certain behaviors, maybe to mellow them out. And this wouldn't work for ADHD, I don't think, but THC is kind of a new thing. Like they're kind of pushing
THC?
Yeah, which is legal, not like smoking marijuana, but taking pills or I don't
oils.
Know. Yeah, I know it's oils, but I don't know how you take. I assume you just drink the oils. I have no idea.
I don't know.
So, not saying those are your options. I'm just saying I have no judgment for those things because they're tools. And so, if you overuse those tools, you can have problems. I know I've worked with kids who have been over-medicated, and that can be a problem. But if they're not on a bunch of meds now, I don't think it'll be a problem. I tested it out. And,
try it. If you don't like it, you can be weaned off.
Mm-hmm. And you can always go back. So, that's my thoughts. Let's see. Ooh.
Are we concerned about that?
Yeah, we're concerned about crying. We'll be here. All right. It was a fight over a toy.
Plastic ice cream cone versus plastic hamburger.
Oh, could you hear the whole thing?
Yes.
From the basement.
You were very diplomatic.
Yeah. And it actually worked out well. Everett took the ice cream cone from Evelyn. So I asked him which one he'd like because they got a huge bag of them. But there's, we only allowed them. Everett wanted a hamburger, so then he got like 2 buns, a burger, and lettuce and a cheese. And then Evelyn she wanted the ice cream, so she got ice cream cone and ice cream. And I think that was smart to not give them all those.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so I do want to say thank you for all the happy birthday wishes for Everett. He's now officially 5.
And he aged out of that book program. What is it?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, they sent him a little congratulations, you're 5 card, and then they told us he'd age out and get a book saying congratulations are ready for kindergarten or something.
Can you explain to people what that is?
I don't, because I didn't know it was a United Way thing. I thought it was a Dolly Parton thing. So I'm a little bit confused about.
So we'll put a link in the description to what we're talking about. We'll just tell them what you just filled out. You filled out a form and then.
Yeah, it was like a Dolly Parton imagination thing where you sign up and you get a free book every so often. Pretty nice little books that come through the mail, and then you read together.
Yeah, so is it like every couple months, would you say?
Maybe. Well, we had 2. Like, one comes for Everett, one comes for Evelyn, so they come sporadically.
Were they the same books when they come?
No, the first time it was 2 copies of The Little Engine That Could, but then it's been a different book for every child.
Because we also got, I remember... Did Tag Along Moon, I think, was one that came with?
Tag Along Moon. Max and the Tag Along Moon.
Max and Tag Along Moon. What other ones did
Betty Bunny. Something about lying.
I don't remember that. I know
there's one about a piñata.
Okay, I saw that one.
There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, so I'll put it in the description, and so you can fill it out, and you just get a free book every once in a while, and it's just nice for
young readers.
And Evelyn was more into it than Everett, because I think we've talked about that in the past. But
Everett doesn't always like to read. Sometimes he'll come in and read with us.
Yeah, and he's been getting better. And I think it's just the fact that Leo will be reading to Evelyn, and then he'll basically
want the attention.
Yeah, and just come in, and it's easier than being like, hey, Everett, do you want to read a book?
He'll always go, no.
There's a few books that he'll randomly kind of want to read all of a sudden. Like he just had, a couple of the Dr. Seuss. Just like when I mean all of a sudden, I mean like 2 or 3 times where he'll ask for it. Mm-hmm. Was it green eggs and ham? I think because you had made him green eggs and ham, maybe.
Oh, that's how I got him to eat, because I put spinach in the eggs.
And it turned him green, so.
Sucker.
That, yeah, again, even like the few times that he's asked, it's been less than 5. And so, but reading to Evelyn, or sometimes I'll read to her and just on the couch, and he'll be nearby. And so then he'll either listen from afar or he'll actually come over. I think just because we're doing it, he'll join in. So, and that's exciting because we've talked about how it bothered us that he doesn't seem to like books, and we don't want to force him to read books.
But they're also checking out books at school and bringing them home.
Yeah, and I think that's actually because he gets to pick one.
It was a Max and Ruby book, and he really likes Max and Ruby now.
Yeah. Did he not like him before then? I can't remember.
No, he just picks things up. Like, I don't know where he gets them from, and then he comes home and asks about them until we figure out what it is.
Yeah. Like today we started playing superheroes, and that's a thing. Oh, we're doing where we ask Everett questions, and you can do that. That's a couple days ago. If you'd like to do that, he doesn't always answer, but I'll at least ask him. And so sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it's a battle like you put him in front of the camera, which is funny too. But today he was doing like some kind of weird superhero thing. He was just like,
no, he was a monster. She is a superhero.
Right. So he was a monster. Evelyn was a superhero, and he would go like, or he'd do something like weird that he had to have seen from somewhere because he kept doing it exactly the same. Where he would like pretend to like shoot something out, but it had to do with kissing, I think, or no, he'd blow. and then you do it. I don't know. It's very weird. I'll have to show you later. If we can get video of it, it won't be in today's video, but I'll try to get video of it at some point this week, because I can't promise you he'll do it again. But it was funny to see, and it's funny how he picks stuff up. So great way to get kids to read books. Even if you don't have a sibling, I would maybe just try reading a book out loud.
I found out about it through my library, so ask your librarian. They might know.
Yeah, and again, we'll put that, if we can find the link, we'll put it in the description. So do you have any closing thoughts?
No.
Do you have any suggestions for the title of this?
How about just titleless? There you go.
Titleless, okay. All right, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, thumbs up for the video, and to leave your comments or questions in the comments below. We appreciate. I'll go ahead and check out last week's too, because we had some great responses from last week's video, and we will see you tomorrow. Well, I'm probably gonna post a Thanksgiving video tomorrow, so you guys don't want to see that. And Everett's birthday.
Same. Is it recording now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick question: do you like that coloring?
One where I look sickly and green and angry?
That's natural lighting, right? I'm just asking.